Hey man, I'm just charging the battery a little bit. This car had been sitting for a couple weeks and she just needs a little boost before we start up. But while I wait for the battery to charge, that way you'll get to see a cold start. Never trust somebody that lets you see the car running already, because that means they're not confident about the fact that it's going to start. I was just going to walk around it real quick so you get to see a little bit how she looks. Then I'll go more in depth. In depth later. Just wanted to show you, how nice the paint is. You can see the reflection of my hand. I mean, it's not a very dark color, so it's not like a mirror, but it is a very nice paint job. A couple minor things I noticed. Depending on where you look at it, there's this little bit of excessive polishing spot right here. I can feel it with my hand. That actually might be something that dripped onto the car. Might buff out, not sure. I would have to ask my body man. I'm not a body guy, so can't swear. I don't see any other imperfections in the paint. These are just fingerprints. That's something you'll learn how to fight with time. The hood is really nice as well. Those are called the cookie cutters, which look like they do something, but they're actually not functional. They're just for looks. You can see here, and the light is not ideal. I'm gonna move the car, but this is the air conditioning system, power brakes, power steering down there. You can barely see it. That's a cap to fill it. 350 motor, all original. It has a correct battery topper, so the battery looks like an old school battery, like a Delco, but underneath it there's actually a modern battery. Nice hand to the paint. Nothing feels weird. Inner fenders, probably reproductions. I doubt that they're original. Correct under hood, sound deadening material. And let's see if she got enough juice to start. Neutral. Full pumps of gas. There we go. Starting the first try. Let me go and disconnect battery charger. And this is the car starting after being sitting for weeks. So that gives you a good idea of how healthy she is. Get this out of the way. Close the hood. Also the way the hood closes, the lines of the hood, all very well put together. Nice little rumble. Not too loud, but has a good voice to it. I love the white interior, especially on a sunny day like this. It really pops. See if we can let you hear the car a little bit. Not gonna go too crazy on it because she's cold. Little things that when you have the car with a parking brake on, the parking brake light comes on and comes off like it should. Little details like this that, to me at least, tell me how the car was built. Reverse. Oops, nope, that was first. Doing this with one hand is not ideal. Super nice. I don't know if you can tell from in here, but I'm not on an even surface. I'm gonna actually drive up the little hill, and what I want to prove is that there are no squeaks. Hear that? Now I'm rolling back. No weird noises. Granted, this is not as driving it out on the open road, but I can't really do that while holding a camera. Love the rumble this car makes. Gearbox, first, second, third, fourth, reverse. Everything works like it should. It's a nice, clean little car. I'm gonna stop it now for a second. Actually, I'm gonna let it run. I like to start and then it's well finished with the correct owner's manual. This is actually the list. This is actually cool to look at. This is the list that we go through after the car has been has received all the repair work that she's expected to get. Charlie, our shop manager, will take it out for a test drive and sign off on all these things. Okay, and then when the car sells, the salesperson, I don't know if this is in focus or not, but I'll basically sign off on all the things that if we have agreed on any modifications on the car, we make sure it has a temp tag, make sure that the car works fine, that's dressed up for delivery. You know, just it's kind of like the last passage. Nice ashtray, looks to have been restored. Oh, high idle. Guessing she's still cold. This is a little thing that very specific to Camaros. Let me see if I can cover the sun a little bit. That's where you put your seatbelt when you're not using them, so they don't, you know, bounce around. Nice little touch. That is optional. All these gauges. Full fuel tank. Battery is not discharging. It's at where it should be. So the car's still cold. Oil pressure is awesome, actually. Normally you would want to have, you know, at least 30 pounds. We're at about 70 something. Healthy motor. Ah, yes. Yeah, this shade, we can see it a little bit better. Okay, let me just reshoot it real quick. Door panels, very, very nice. All the interior is brand new. This is what they call the houndstooth. It's a very nice way of breaking up all the white. Okay, it has the what they call the parade boot, so that boot comes off, and underneath it you have the actual top. Nice mechanic handprint here that we've got to clean off. Okay. And well, I'm putzing around our lot here. Get to see a little bit of the part of our business that most people don't get to see when they buy a car sight unseen. I think I'm gonna leave her up here. And another thing, the foot brake actually works. Got the keys. She's a pretty car. Very well put together. These, as I said, these have always been cool. There's not have a time of their life where Camaros, especially a convertible one, wasn't cool. Has the correct rally rims, the hockey stripe. Keep in mind things like, you know, the car has a stock style headlights. If you really like the Hideaway RSSS headlights, we can add those, not a problem. And if you would want to change in the car, you don't like the hockey stripes, you would rather have the racing stripes, meaning the two white ones that would kind of like go down, you know, the hood like that. And on the back, we can change that. We can change the interior, anything, you know, that you would want to change in the car. It's easy. If you want it automatic, you know, I wouldn't mess with that because it's matching numbers. But, you know, that doesn't mean that if it's your car, you get to do whatever you want with it. I hope this gives you a good idea of how she's sitting. Any major flaw, I honestly, other than that little, well, here's a little touch up with the paint. I didn't notice that earlier. I said I was going to point out any major flaws. I honestly, other than that little thing on the trunk and that what I just showed you, car looks very nice. Interior is pretty much flawless. Even the clocks, they're not yellowed or anything. That's a nice little modern radio. We can, if something you care about, sometimes what we do is we take that radio, we hide it in the glove box, and we put the original style radio back in place, so you get, you know, a little bit more stock look. Other than that, I think that's that should cover it. Hope you liked it.